Clickbait Rats, Chapter 2. Neighbours live in different dimensions to each other. Only tragic events force them to share the same unpleasant reality, but not for long. Each painful moment experience the other dimension is spectacular in its dull awkwardness. Twangy accents pierce the background sounds but cannot be seen, however much one looks around. A sudden gust of wind pushes a plastic bag right up into your face. School children laugh in your general direction. Pigeons cluster around a youthful unit that has dropped his plastic sandwich. The supermarket assistant pushes the trolley of discounted loaves into the store. Hunchback old women fight each other for the best deal on bread. The disenchanted wait patiently to shuffle to the beers. The good old days when you could get 6 for a fiver. The good old days when you could get 6 for a fiver. Good old days. We'll never see the likes of them again. Not giving a fuck. Tiny grandma under investigation for having the wrong coloured official paperwork shoves her trolley into a Slavic social unit by the vodkas. A hate crime incident was reported later on the evening news. How much longer is society going to put up with behaviour like this? Pundits swoon, addicted to the drama. Commentators salute the ridiculousness of the situation, yet aid the doomed feedback loop. Executives without accountability frown at the discourse and respond with a cursed boomer meme that backfires right in the face, just like they always do. The tea man takes away the empty cups and saucers, shaking his head. It all seems so simple when you don't have any responsibility attached to your personal power. 2 teenagers were stabbed whilst the tea man commuted homeward. Giggles bounce from cheeky unit to unit, clustered by a vandalised post box. One unit takes a whore's advert from a disintegrating telephone box nearby and shoves it into another's face, laughing rawly. Your first clitoris, your first clitoris, your first clitoris, your first clitoris. The victim is shamed for crying. The tearful one runs away through the haunted high street, past churches turned into betting holes, past banks turned into casinos, past bric-a-brac and taddy crap sold by rata-bitter assistants. Tears drip onto the smartphone screen as a call from home is ignored. Homeless body camped out under the bridge beside the gathering pool of rain by the overwhelmed drain. A crow swoops down and steals the large chunk of bread away from the pigeons squabbling around it. Babies who grow up to become moral citizens of merit refuse to eat non-plastic produce. The estate agent, unerringly moral, never leaves his desk all day, except when he gets a plastic deal from the local for lunch. It goes down the gullet hole forthrightly, with the gusto we've come to expect from such outstandingly moral citizens. Back on the job in 14 minutes. The doctor was unseen. There is a problem with your indigestion, sir, said the voiceless. Or is it man? I can never tell these days. My eyesight's not as good as it used to be, you know. Gender was explained to the unseen in an oral essay of no longer than 4,000 simple words of 3 syllables or less. Very good indeed, remarked the voiceless. You have avoided traditional logic quite remarkably. Treatment was a strict diet, bland androgyny and food only served on political terraces. Couldn't eat for shit without some parliamentarian butting in trying to curry favours. Those were the golden days, they harped on with the smell of Shane wafting aimlessly about them. when you didn't have to worry about what was written under the line, when trolls were just in fairy tales. Down the lane, a hate incident is reported. Love squad of the transport police are on the scene in under 4 minutes. Rainbow cuddles for the victims. The perpetrator is sentenced to a strict diet of submissiveness after a brief stint in a happy center. We still don't really know what happens in those happy centers, reports a sanctioned writer. But we trust our government and know that it always does the right thing. And just look at those results, reports the smarmy Yankee commentator. The monitor does not have an off button, so the neighbor changes to a channel bespoke to personal proclivities. Just another of life's tax luxuries. My official paperwork's changed colours again, shrieks parental unit number 2 from the living room. Damn it, why does it keep doing that? I've done nothing wrong, or wait, no, or have I done something wrong? Did I uncross my legs that time on the underground? Gaslighting the populace was priority number 1 for those with occupations contracted by the executive. 0-hour work stains, more commonly known as zeros, are paid per individual infiltration, leading to one case where a zero ended up gaslighting himself for several months. Later, Zero, so he was told, was a lucky man, rewarded with an actual, fully fledged, contracted and socially important role as compensation for his mental sufferation. It's 6:30 a.m. the next morning. Yeah, mate, says Zero's lead-in assistant supervisor. The bins gets rats trapped in them every day. And yeah, you gotta kill them. What? You should have read your contract, innit, mate? Zero pretends to kill the rats, sets all but one free, puts that rat in his pocket, goes back to the team's office, puts the rat inside the leading assistant supervisor's desk drawer, goes out for a quick fag, hears shrill screams whilst puffing away, and never returns to his day job. Love squad of the health police investigated this hateful incident, but could not find the perpetrator due to budgetary issues. Contracted officers were obliged to telegram their virtue ceaselessly on the unit network, preventing them from actually engaging with their professional duties as keepers of the love. Although every damn person in the Love Squad was truly committed to the cause, they were contractually obliged to say so. None of them were ever prepared to strike when they were continually exploited. Love Squad are just like the rest of us these days. Risk is too risky, risk is too risky, the popular advert goes. Risk is too risky, risk is too risky, so stick with the brands you know. The cheeky, smiling corporate devil with its thumbs up is irresistibly charming. Students leave the corporate lecture hall empowered. Eager beavers flutter around the professor of ill-defined gender like groupies around a rock star. Curtsies all round and a chorus of God save the Disney princess, and everyone was happy according to the official doctrine. Unpersons in the council estate next door were perturbed by this disturbance from the adjacent dimension. Tempted to phone the local Love Squad sponsored by the voluntary tax, they decided against it. Knowing, with the shrewdness only known to Zeros, that the epistemological uncertainty that had infected the executive was irrevocable and irreformable, so they ghosted. Not a citizen, not a social unit, not a person, or even a meager unperson. They ghosted. They became living ghosts by choice.